Think of olive oil and images of Greece, France, or maybe California come to mind. That could be changing, however, thanks to a group of olive growers in South Texas who are working hard to add the Lone Star State to that list. This budding group of farmers are doing what some said could not be done, growing olives in Texas.
These trees were 20 years old.
Jim Henry is one of the pioneers of the industry. He manages about 40,000 olive trees near Carrizo Springs.
People often refer to it as the emus of Texas, the ostrich thing. And you go to the grocery store and you will find not one emu ostrich product, but you'll find shelves of olive oil. So the demand is there.
That demand is driving the interest in Texas olives, and through improved farming practices and trial and error, it seems to be working.
You know, the thought process for it not working in Texas is flawed because there's new varieties of trees, new ways to plant them. There's more information from other parts of the world about the temperature zones, the temperate area.
It was just a few short years ago when Jim and his business partner Jerry Farrell put in one of the first orchards in Texas. Now the Texas Olive Ranch is the largest single orchard in the state. Since then, he and other olive pioneers have helped more than 50 orchards come to life. This year, olives in Texas brought a low yield, another victim of the drought and record heat.
Our crop has been curtailed a little bit. As you see, this is a pretty abundant tree here. It's not doing bad at all, but as far as anything near the crop last year, it doesn't even equal it.
The olives are crushed and turned into oil as soon as they are harvested to achieve the freshest quality. The industry is sprouting in Georgia as well, and Jim is pressing some of the first Georgian olive crop this year. The fresh factor is one reason Texas olive farmers say that the industry will grow. Oil imported from overseas and even other states loses its quality, and according to Jim, Texans want Texas products.
I'll put our oil up against any oil anywhere in the world, and we've done that in blind tastings with some very prominent people, and we've fared quite well in these tastings. So Texans like Texas stuff, and we're making it for them.
It's real desirable for most of your olives, at least.
Sandy Winokur is another Texas olive pioneer who is blazing her own trail in a little different fashion. Sandy Oaks Olive Orchard is an organic operation southeast of San Antonio. Here, Sandy welcomes visitors, hosts events and cooking classes, sells olive trees, presses olives, and sells her products in a small gift shop. She's in the olive business, but also the people business.
I think it's important to show people where their food comes from, and also to talk to them about how to be stewards of the land.
As a teacher for several years, Sandy is suited for educating urbanites about agriculture. She says people are hungry for knowledge.
I think they really want to get out into the country. And once they get out here, it's very relaxed, and we don't mind if they stay for a while. I have a wonderful staff that's always eager to visit with people and help people.
An important member of that staff is Kathy Tarasovic, the chef at Sandy Oaks. If she isn't preparing a meal for hundreds of guests, she is busy preparing new olive products like olive almond brittle, gourmet granola, and ice cream made with olive oil. Like Sandy, Kathy enjoys connecting people with food made from olive products.
Preparing your food is so rewarding. You actually work on a project, make a recipe, it's over a specific amount of time, then people eat it and you get feedback right away. So that's very exciting for me.
Kathy studied culinary arts in Europe and says that olives belong in Texas too.
Working over in Provence, half the time when we were driving around, we would say, doesn't this look like the hill country? You know, and so it's the same limestone, the grapes do well here, so it's just a natural for Texas.
The industry is small in Texas, but interest is gaining ground, and the pioneers are paving the path for more to follow. The road to this point has been rough at times, but like other Texas farmers, olive growers weather the good with the bad. Mostly, they're just happy to be working the land.
We're glad to be in it, and we're glad to be part of the pioneering of extra virgin olive oil in this part of the country.
For TFB News, Nathan Smith, San Antonio.